good evening. My name's Tom. I come to you from the Rustic log cabin in northern Maine. Welcome to my cabin this evening. It has been snowing here all day long. I am up here at the cabin for 3 weeks, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I don't have to go anywhere. I have plenty of food, plenty of gasoline, carrots and potatoes and meatloaf cooking in the wood stove tonight for supper after a long day in the tree stand. So I'm just playing here. I don't have to deal with a snowstorm until I'm ready to get out of here, I suppose. But I'm up here and working on my fish house. But I didn't get absolutely nothing accomplished today because it's just plain been snowing. It didn't seem like it would be very much fun out there. But tomorrow the sun's supposed to come out. I had the radio on a little bit here today, and they said bright sunny day tomorrow. So I'm warming up last night's chili. Like I said, I cooked a big chili. It would have been 2 days ago now. So, oh, was it last night? Yeah, I cooked it yesterday. That's right. While I got done out working on the fish house, and then came in and got the chili going. So I had it for supper last night. I'm going to have it for supper tonight, and it will feed me again tomorrow night. So that's pretty nice. I can concentrate on working on the fish house instead of concentrate on cooking. But today I've been hugging the wood stove. It's been great. It's one of my favorite things to do is to come up here and just let it snow. Especially if I get in here ahead of the snowstorm like I did this trip. That means I'm in, I'm unloaded, the cabin's nice and warm tonight. It takes a couple of days to get the chill out of it, and then it's real easy to heat it. You know, when you come up here and it's below zero, the first night, you kind of got to stay close to your wood stove. But now that I've been here for a couple of days, it takes absolutely nothing to bring the temperature up. But tomorrow will be another day. It's absolutely gorgeous out. I took a couple of videos for you guys so you can be snowed in with me here at the cabin. What I wanted to talk about tonight was axes and hatchets and everything else. I talked a couple of weeks ago on one of my videos, we're talking about knives and stuff like that. And how a lot of channels do reviews on that. And a lot of times I disagree with their reviews because it's a crappy knife that they're reviewing. But anyways, and the reason it kind of bugs me a little bit about these crappy reviews is that a few years ago I watched a bunch of reviews on this East Wing camp axe. It cost $40, and one thing good about it, it's got a steel handle so you'll never break it, but that doesn't make it a good axe. And what irritates me is all the reviews that I watched on it was how good this was. So I found one, I went out and purchased it, and put it into my equipment and started using it. Well, turns out this is the worst axe I've ever held in my hands, especially for chopping down a tree. You know, you get that ping noise, number one, you know, because it's just, and it doesn't cut. It does not cut. And compared to other axes that I have, this is a piece of crap. And that's why reviews bother me that are on other channels, because this is a piece of crap. Why talk it up that it's a good piece of equipment when it's a piece of crap? I'm going to say that until the cows come home, because I've actually purchased this thing because of the reviews, took it out, and find out that it's, when I actually put it to use, it's garbage. This is a steel axe put out by the chainsaw company. I bought this many years ago. It's $25. I use it all the time. This thing will chop wood like a banshee. I use it up here in the cabin for making kindling, and I never go hiking without this axe. Always. And there's nothing special about it. This is a $25 axe from the saw shop. You'll see I put black tape on all of my handles. Every handle that I have has black tape on it. Electrical black tape. I've been doing that for 40 years. What that tape does is if you get a miss, it won't chip your handle. All it will chip is the black tape. You could run around it again with some more black tape. As well as it's an automatic fire starter taped right to your axe if you needed it. But that's what I'm talking about tonight here, just before supper, while I'm waiting on supper. That's why some of them crappy reviews about gear bother me. This is it. Not trying to bash anybody else's channel, not trying to knock anybody else down, but as a myth-busting channel, which I like this channel to be, is if something's not right, I will bring it up. And this isn't right to push this as a good quality axe. It's just not right. That's just my thoughts on it. And I welcome the comments about your experiences with this axe. If you've taken it out and you've had a good experience with it, I wouldn't mind hearing that. But as far as my opinion, don't waste your money on this East Wing axe for $40. It is not worth it. So you have a good night, and I will see you in the next one.